Welcome. Good morning. Glad to be with you already on this Wednesday morning, talking to you about you and your business. And, of course, as usual, we have a lot to cover on today's program. We're queuing up with my good friend Jason Arcemont. He's with a great company called Brightbox Online. They're one of the, not only one of the city's fastest growing premier marketing companies, but also a national player as well. And I love what they do. I love their work, and very strategically smart in all the industries they work with. And welcome to the program. By the way, it's brightboxonline.com. Jason, anything you want to add about what you do before you introduce your guests? And welcome.
Thank you so much. That was a great intro. Yeah, Brightbox is Houston's fastest growing brand marketing firm, where we focus on gaining true ROI over your marketing dollars rather than just marketing activity. So if you're looking to gain a real competitive advantage in the marketplace, give us a call or check us out online. Today we got a great guest, a great guy and a dear friend of mine, Mick Maynard with Legacy Fighting Championship. Mick, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. Tell us a little bit about Legacy.
Well, Legacy Fighting Championships, we're a nationally televised mixed martial arts promotion. We do hold shows in Dallas, San Antonio, and Houston. We've done Lubbock and Corpus Christi this year, and we're getting ready to add Albuquerque, Memphis, Tennessee, and either New Orleans or Baton Rouge, possibly both. So, you know, we have been fortunate to experience a lot of growth over the last 5, 6, 7 years, and yeah, we're a professional mixed martial arts league.
That's awesome. Yeah, you know, I think this is one of those cases where everyone always says follow your passion and do something in business that excites you. And Mick, you've obviously done that, and you're such an awesome story here. And that's really what I'd like to share with our audience today. Is tell us a little bit, how'd you even get started in this? Was this just something that you had a ton of money sitting around, so you started something, or was this a labor of love?
No, to be honest with you, we actually started with a $10,000 bonus that I received. So no, I definitely didn't have a ton of money. But we started off in College Station. It used to be called a promotion called Lone Star Beatdown.
Nice.
The reason why we called it Lone Star Beatdown was because we did it at A&M at College Station and Hurricane Harry's, and it was the week before the football game, which of course was the Lone Star Showdown when they played each other. So as a play on words, we called it the Lone Star Beatdown. We wanted to pull in people from Austin to fight the people from College Station. Unfortunately, that didn't really pan out. This is a true story. We really couldn't get anybody to come out and fight them. So nice. We just had to put on a fight and kept a name. And so for the first many years, I guess first few years of our existence, we were the Lone Star Beatdown. And, you know, it really, we just started off wanting to do it twice a year. I owned a magazine in College Station as well. So honestly, it was just a way to promote the publication. And so we were doing one per semester. And it just kind of grew from there. I no longer had the publication, and the fights just kind of took off. And when we decided we wanted to become a national brand, we realized we needed to go to what our actual company name was. All of our companies are actually called Legacy. And so we just kind of brought it up and made it that the name of the actual promotion. So It's kind of grown from there. But I got involved from training in it. I've been training in it for about 15 years.
So when did you come from Australia?
I come from Sydney.
Yeah, when did you make that? Yeah.
I arrived here in 1993.
Okay, yeah. You know, it sounds like it's a little bit of a worn accent. In other words, it's been here a while, and I've learned to accommodate those Americans who couldn't understand quite some of those Australian phraseologies that came out. And have you been in Texas the whole time?
Yes, I have. I've been in Texas the whole time.
Well, we're glad you're here. You know, Australia reminds me a lot of Texas. In fact, more than just about any country out there, I think, of, you know, in terms of values, in terms of the terrain. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I agree. There are definitely a lot of similarities. I agree with you.
Yeah. Okay.
The one thing they don't have in common is legacy, right? Here in Houston, we do a great job of.
I actually did look at putting a show on.
Did you?
There. Yeah.
Nice. Well,
it was actually kind of funny because the place we were looking to do it when I was a kid, we used to do it. Used to go to a bunch of parties every weekend, and this hall that was about 10,000-15,000 people would hold. It was a pretty massive party on the weekends. And anyway, there was a lot of illegal activities taking place at that particular party. And it was just in chaos. It was crazy. And I can't believe that it actually happened when I look back at it. But I called them and asked to put on fights. This is several years ago now.
I was going to ask you.
They said, no, we don't want that sort of thing here.
I was going to ask you if you were in the arena theater because of the fact it's got that perfectly round environment that you can see it from any angle. And sure enough, that's where you're at, the arena theater.
Yeah, we are. We're at the arena theater. You're right. It is a great venue.
Yeah, and it's kind of intimate at the same time. I was going to ask, how many people does that hold?
It holds 2,800 people.
Yeah, wow, that's a fantastic venue for something like that. And you probably have a full house.
We do. We have a full house pretty much every time for our pro show. It's definitely it's a great venue.
When's your next Houston show?
Next Houston show is November 15th.
Right.
It's actually at the Houston Arena Theater, of course. You can get tickets and more information at legacy.tv. And then we're finishing off the year in San Antonio.
Great. Yes. So, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to note that, everybody that likes mixed martial arts obviously loves coming to these shows. But, Mick, you've seen a big turnover in people who aren't familiar with the sport coming to a show and just having a really good time, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely. I've only ever met one person that has actually come to our show and left early because he didn't think it was great. Other than that, every single person that I've ever brought that has never seen it before, been involved with martial arts or any kind of combat sports, goes from being freaked out when they walked in because they're worried that it's going to be too violent to absolutely loving it. It is the greatest sport in the world.
What do tickets run?
Tickets start anywhere from they start at $35 and go up to $150.
Mm-hmm. The closer, the higher you pay, the closer to the blood.
Yes. Although, honestly, if you're familiar with the arena theater, I tell everybody this because I know it's not very promoter of me, but to be quite honest, there's not a bad seat in the house. I can't say, if you were to ask me what the worst seat in the house is, I would say it's $150.
Just because of the value, aspects.
Well, and also, at the front, you have to. A lot of people like to be on the front row just because they like to say they're on the front row. But from my experience, that's not necessarily the best view. More in the middle is perfect.
Yeah, you're dealing with an obstruction called the stage where they're fighting and that type of thing. Whereas you probably in the middle, you probably have a great eye view, just straight eye view.
It's perfect, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I always tell people that, but there's some people that just, for whatever reason, will not go to the fights unless they have the front row. So.
And Mick, are you guys looking for any sponsors right now?
Absolutely. We're always looking for sponsors. I'd say we have, honestly, the best sponsorship packages in the business. And from an advertising standpoint, we got started off as a small business. So we had to pay radio, newspapers, all these different people, TV, of course. Everybody would say you had to do this, to do that. You had to do it all together. And, the small business is very, very expensive to do all of those things. And then you do one of those things, and it just doesn't seem to work necessarily without the other.
So
what we did, we put together packages that involve all of them. So we're nationally televised. So, of course, our advertising includes TV.
Right. Where are you televised on? And we only have about a minute left. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry?
Oh, we have about a minute left. Where are you televised at?
We're televised on Access TV. So we combine all the elements of advertising, including social media and email marketing. And if you need more information, you can reach me at mick@legacyfights.tv.
All right. And so that's a site you want to use, legacyfights.tv. Jason Arcemont, he is again with brightboxonline.com. Gentlemen, great segment. Thanks. A lot of fun.
Thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
I feel like watching someone hurt them someone else. Yeah, that's how we go. All right, when we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here. It shows up over there at usdailyreview.com, and you're listening to The Price of Business.